Oh shit!
I had my truck stolen just less than 2 weeks ago. So Barbara and we talked a lot about what we could do to prevent things like that in the future. And one of the things that came up was a security system. Now, most security systems, they require a subscription. Some of them, they are really expensive. The cameras cost a lot of money and stuff. And I mean, how much is your stuff worth to you? Well, my opinion, it is worth a lot. But the reason I'm making this video is because I'd like to unbox this with you. Unboxing videos are popular, so let's start. What I have here is a Dzees, a set with 2 security cameras, wire-free security camera, warranty, service, contents. Anyways, first item you'll see in the box is this. Let's go on. You can tell that there's some electronics in there, and well, there's a plastic film covering the lens and everything, and they're supposedly waterproof. I mean, they do feel really solid. They also have a 1/4-inch thread here, so you can mount it, I guess, any way you like. But that's the next thing I want to show you, because there are these mounts. See? And it's also simple. It doesn't need any tools to put it on there. Oh yeah, it's got a lot of range to adjust it. I don't know how you would tighten this though. Well, you could definitely adjust it a lot. I'm not sure how solid this is once you start moving it around. But there's something else that's supposed to be in here. There was supposed to be a magnetic mount that I seen on somebody else's YouTube video. And, well, these must be extra because apparently they're not here. These things are 2 cameras and they come with an app. Because I bought these, I'm going to install them and I'm going to take you through how they work, put them through the tests a little bit. So that was about 2 months ago. I had no trouble installing these things. Everything comes with it except the micro SD card that you have to put in the slot there. Mounting is surprisingly simple and you have to install the app. Just find the right spot for your camera and pointing it in a way that it doesn't record everything around you might be very important for the battery life. Let's go on with my review. So I guess it's official. I'm not that good at unboxing videos. Well, I don't really get the appeal of them because being a minimalist, the packaging usually just drives me nuts. But this was 2 months ago and I can now give you an honest assessment of how these cameras work in real life. Should I start with the pros or the cons? Well, let's do the cons because they're actually not that many. First thing, you saw me looking for magnetic mounts. I've seen those in a review video and it was part of the reason we decided to get those cameras over some other ones. It seemed super easy. However, the actual ad on Amazon didn't show magnetic mounts and they weren't included. So that's too bad because the mounts that came with the cameras are plastic that seems like it might become brittle at some point and perhaps break. We live in an extreme climate with huge temperature variations. Plastic isn't known to take that very well. The mounts are a bit on the cheap side and adjust to one side only. The plastic nut that locks the adjustment is a bit flimsy and it bothers me every single time I have to remove and remount those cameras. That leads me to problem number 2. Here in this little instruction booklet, it claims that the batteries have 500 milliamp hours and a stay time of 2 to 3 months, assuming the cameras get triggered about 30 times each day. Unfortunately, that's complete gobbledygook.
What?
Gobbledygook.
What?
Gobbledygook.
Okay.
BS if you get my drift.
Ooh.
The cameras are easy to take down, bring inside the house, and recharge. I'd also like to mention that there are solar panels available that can be installed instead of having to recharge these batteries all the time. But of course, I'm wondering how they would work in our yard where there's shade from the trees, short daylight hours in the winter, and of course, snow cover. Our front camera ran out of power after just 1 week, and it wasn't even cold yet. It was, however, mounted in a way that triggered it every single time a car passed in front of the house, which is apparently more often than 30 times a day. It's important that the sensor is down, because that's what turns it on. At first I had it the other way around, and once that was corrected, the front camera actually lasts a month now. The rear camera, however, doesn't last more than 2 weeks. I'll have to tweak the angle on it or mount it in an entirely different spot when the weather allows it, because it gets triggered every time our neighbors go to their car. Aside from those two issues, we really like our security cameras. We get a sound, you heard it, on our smartphones when the camera detects motion, and it allows us to check immediately what caused it. Where is it? Yeah, I gotta log into that. Most of the time it's just a car driving through the back alley or someone at the front door. During the day we usually turn off the sound unless we expect a delivery or something. As you saw in the beginning of the video, the camera has a speaker. So you can talk to whoever is outside in the yard. Uh-oh, let's turn this off. The camera has a speaker and you can talk to whoever's outside there in the yard, whether they're there legitimately or breaking in. I have to say that there's a delay when you click on the camera image before it live streams, but it's not a huge deal. Those cameras have given us a whole new sense of what's going on around our house. Overall, we seem to live in a busy neighborhood, but it's generally quiet around our place. Would those cameras have prevented the theft of my truck? It's hard to say, but they might have been a deterrent. It's also hard to say if they would have recorded truly useful footage, since the back driveway is quite far behind the house, but it would have recorded the event without a doubt, and that's a whole lot better than nothing. We can access the cameras from anywhere through our smartphones, and that alone is worth a lot. We did not purchase any contract or monthly plan, so buying and installing the system were the only expenses. Overall, I have to say that I like it a lot, even though I still don't like the fact that we even need them. My truck is still missing, but at least now there's probably a bit less of a chance of other items disappearing from our yard. Compared to the truck, none of the things that have vanished seem like a big deal. Over the past 2 years, we've lost a snow shovel, Barbara's first art studio sign, a sculpture of a buffalo head, an axe, and an ice pick. And I'm probably forgetting something. It's a royal pain to keep losing stuff to theft. But overall, we still like it here. No matter what statistics might be saying, we know that the crime rate in Edmonton has gone up over the past 2 or 3 years. I've also heard from other people that this is a problem everywhere, especially in North America. Have you noticed concerning changes where you live? Leave me a comment, because as someone who's just recently lost a truck to theft, I may not have the most accurate perception. It's better to be proactive than becoming victimized within reason. Some severe societal problems aren't being addressed, and it's costing all of us in one way or another. Well, I hope you find this video useful, and if you think the Dzees security system would benefit you in any way, well, I have an affiliate link down below, and I get a commission if you buy something. And I'd definitely like you to click the like button And if you haven't ever done so, consider hitting the subscribe link as well. There's no monthly fee and no obligation. It's just a click of a button and it helps my channel. Thank you, and I'll see you in the next video. Maybe it's the one popping up on the screen right about now.